1,000-pound sisters star Tammy Slaton finally underwent excess skin removal surgery in the latest episode of Season 7. She worked hard to get approved for the surgery after facing some setbacks. The latest episode featured Tammy's surgeons sharing the step-by-step procedures that Tammy will take. However, many fans are accusing TLC of exploiting Tammy. Keep reading to see why. 1,000-pound sisters. Tammy Slaton shares her fears before surgery. Tammy previously opened up to her siblings about the things she feared before her excess skin removal surgery. According to the 1,000-pound sister star, she fears the pain of the surgery and how she's going to look afterwards. Chris told her that Tammy won't be able to recognize herself anymore after the procedure, and it was a scary moment for Tammy. She admits getting so used to seeing her usual appearance, especially with all her excess skin hanging all over her body. But she's just going to wake up the next day all transformed. Fans accuse TLC of exploiting Tammy. Some 1,000-pound sisters fans on social media are calling out TLC following the latest episode of Season 7. According to the poster, they weren't expecting all the gore and disturbing scenes during Tammy's excess skin removal surgery. The op added that it didn't seem right seeing almost everything, hoping that TLC would have given Tammy some privacy during a difficult procedure. But the network filmed everything, including the moment where Tammy gets all bloodied up after all the operations. Others agreed and blamed TLC for exploiting Tammy. They show that on the 600-pound life show all the time. He holds the skin up and then weighs it. I saw the warning and still continued to eat my ramen. When I saw the fat in her face, I had to set my food down. That's on me though. There was a warning about upcoming graphic scenes, so you could have fast forward. Had to look away. Seriously, who could watch that and not want to gag? I agree. I'm a nurse and was surprised at how graphic that was. That pre-warning wasn't enough. Same here. I've watched a bunch of my 600-pound life, so I was expecting the surgical scenes to be similar to that. But when they lifted up her face skin, I was not prepared to see that. 1,000-pound sisters. Chris Combmes gets relief after Tammy Slaton's surgery. TLC also released a clip of Chris Combmes expressing his relief after seeing Tammy Slaton wake up from the surgery. According to the 1,000-pound sister star, seeing his sister open her eyes is enough to make him worry less, adding that it's all that matters. It's clear to see how much Chris loves his siblings. Others also couldn't help but laugh at how Chris calls Tammy a BTCH while expressing his concerns. Chris is literally the leader of the family. He don't play about his sister. Even when he cussed them out, I can feel the love Lembo. Chris has always been such a good brother. You can tell Chris really loves his sister. The bee is alive. Manon, I about spit out my morning shake hearing him say that. Reality television has long been criticized for blurring the line between entertainment and exploitation, and TLC's 1,000-pound sisters is no exception. The show, which follows the weight loss journeys of sisters Amy and Tammy Slaton, has sparked debates about ethical boundaries, particularly regarding Tammy's struggles with obesity, mental health, and personal relationships. While some viewers applaud the show for raising awareness about extreme obesity and the challenges of weight loss, others accuse TLC of exploiting Tammy's vulnerabilities for ratings. This essay examines the allegations of exploitation against TLC, analyzing Tammy's portrayal, the network's responsibility, and the broader implications of reality TV's impact on participants' lives. By exploring Tammy's health battles, romantic relationships, and public scrutiny, we can assess whether 1,000-pound sisters serves as an empowering narrative or a voyeuristic spectacle. Tammy Slaton's weight loss journey, triumphs and setbacks. 1. Tammy's extreme weight fluctuations. Tammy Slaton began 1,000-pound sisters, weighing 605 pounds, but her weight later peaked at 725 pounds before she committed to a dramatic transformation. By 2025, she had lost over 440 pounds, bringing her down to 285 pounds. While her progress is commendable, the show frequently highlights her lowest moments, hospitalizations, emotional breakdowns, and relapses, raising questions about whether TLC prioritizes her struggles over her successes. 2. The backlash over excess skin. After her weight loss, Tammy faced cruel comments about her excess skin, particularly under her chin. Fans demanded to know when she would undergo skin removal surgery, with some remarks being outright derogatory. "When you finna get that thing under your neck removed?" Instead of shielding her from such scrutiny, the show amplified these discussions, further exposing her to public judgment. 3. Near-death health scare. In 2022, Tammy suffered a life-threatening respiratory failure that left her in a medically induced coma. While her recovery was a turning point, critics argue that TLC sensationalized the incident rather than treating it with the gravity it deserved. TLC's role: exploitation or education? 1. Focusing on drama over health. While 1,000-Pound Sisters initially positioned itself as a documentary on obesity, critics claim it increasingly resembles a drama-driven reality show. Tammy's relationships, particularly her toxic dynamic with ex-boyfriend Jerry Sykes, were heavily featured, despite Jerry's enabling behavior, e.g., encouraging unhealthy eating habits and refusing to divorce his wife. The show's emphasis on these conflicts suggests TLC prioritized entertainment value over Tammy's well-being. The ethics of filming vulnerable moments. Tammy's mental health struggles, including depression and suicidal thoughts, have been broadcasted extensively. While some argue this transparency helps destigmatize mental illness, others believe TLC crosses ethical lines by profiting from her pain. For instance, scenes where Tammy lashes out at her family, later explained as reactions to off-camera provocations, are often edited to make her appear volatile without context. Fan outrage over Tammy's treatment. A growing number of fans accuse TLC of exploiting Tammy for shock value, especially in scenes involving her weight-related humiliations, e.g., mobility struggles, public ridicule. Social media backlash has intensified, with viewers condemning the network for capitalizing on her hardships. The broader reality TV problem. The fine line between awareness and exploitation. Shows like My 600-Pound Life and 1,000-Pound Sisters claim to educate viewers about obesity, but critics argue they often reduce participants to caricatures. Tammy's story could have been framed as an inspirational comeback, yet TLC frequently highlights her setbacks, such as her failed relationships and family conflicts, over her resilience. The psychological toll on participants. Reality stars often face long-term mental health consequences from public scrutiny. Tammy has admitted that online bullying over her appearance and relationships has deeply affected her. While TLC profits from her story, she bears the emotional burden. Is change possible? Some fans demand that TLC adopt more ethical filming practices, such as providing better mental health support for cast members, balancing struggles with triumphs to avoid one-dimensional portrayals, limiting invasive coverage of medical and personal crises, empowerment or exploitation. Tammy Slaton's journey is undeniably compelling, but the question remains, is 1,000-Pound Sisters helping her or using her? While the show has given her a platform, the sensationalized editing, invasive filming, and lack of protection from public cruelty suggest TLC leans toward exploitation. For reality TV to evolve, networks must prioritize dignity over drama, ensuring participants like Tammy are supported, not sensationalized. Until then, the debate over Tammy's portrayal and the ethics of obesity-centric reality TV will continue.